Hey y'all, and welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing what we used this past school year, the 2020-2021 school year, for my kindergartner. Letting you know what did and maybe what didn't work for us. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Tiffany. I'm a homeschooling mama to 3 kiddos, a 5th grader, a 3rd grader, and a kindergartner. I also have one more on the way. And this was our first full year homeschooling. We shared our journey here on YouTube. It was such a blessing to be able to connect with other mamas, other homeschooling families, and share our journey along the way. Hopefully someone found a blessing from that as well. We plan to continue sharing, so if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that button and join our family. I just recently did a video talking about what we used in our family as our group subjects or our family subjects. I covered what we used for Bible, science, history, and some other things as well, so make sure you go watch that video. Today I'm going to talk about what my kindergartner used for individual subjects. So our school day always starts with us sitting down and doing our family subjects together. Once we're done with that, we all kind of break off and do our own individual things for a little while. And so I'm going to show you everything that my kindergartner used. Bear in mind, we don't do all of these things every single day. It changes up. We usually do history twice a week, science twice a week, Bible every day, some form of math every day, and some form of language arts every day. And we just had other things that we threw in as well. So that's kind of how our day was set up. If you want to see what we used for those other subjects that I mentioned, make sure you go watch that video. I will link it for you. And now I'm going to show you what my kindergartner used for individual subjects this past year. I think it's important to kind of hear a been there, done that perspective. And I said this in my last video, I'll say it again. I know that what works for one family may not always work for another, and vice versa. But I also think it's important to kind of hear my opinions, my reviews, other people's opinions and reviews, and then start to form your own opinion. So that's the purpose of this video, to let you know what we used this year and what worked for us and what didn't. And I do have lots of fun videos planned with that fresh new curriculum, talking about what our future plans are, all those fun things. But first, I think it's important to talk about what we did this year. So I'm going to start off with math. And for math, we have been using Master Books Math Level K, and we have really enjoyed this. And I'm going to say this, you'll hear it in my other videos as well. The way this is set up is it's very slow moving, and I think my kids could have probably done a level up. The beauty in that is you can skip around, move past things a little bit quicker that maybe you don't need to spend as much time on, but it's nice and slow for things that you may need to spend extra time on. Does that make sense? What we did was we used this Math Level K, and then because my kindergartner was ready to work on adding and subtracting before this book got to it, so this book starts out with shapes and colors, and then it goes into your numbers, and it spends several days on each number, which moved a little slow for us. We had to pick that up a little bit, and he was ready for adding and subtracting before this book got him there. So what we supplemented with were these 2 books that actually came from Dollar Tree. I'm going to do my best to link everything that I can down in the description box. Hopefully I can find these. They actually say grade 1, but it's a subtraction book and an addition book, and I have absolutely loved the way these were set up, the way it taught adding and subtracting. I could sit down with him, open up a page, get him started, and then he could work on it himself. And he really, really retained the information and the technique of adding and subtracting by using those books. Something else that I've really loved about this curriculum is that it's set up as a 1 or 2 page a day worksheet. There's not a ton that goes into it. My kids don't want to sit down and do 9 or 10 pages of math work every day. I don't want them to sit down and do 9 or 10 pages of math work every day, but they can do this, do their 1 or 2 pages, get what they need from it, and then move on. It usually takes about 15 minutes or so, 15 to 20 minutes to do math every day. Another thing that we've utilized this year for math is Khan Academy, and I've just kind of monitored it, what I wanted them to learn, those kinds of things, and had them get on there. Huddy has done math on Khan Academy and done really, really well with it. He has done, they have like a kindergarten math, and then he's also done the level up where it's more of the adding and subtracting, those kinds of things. I guess technically what they're calling first grade, but it has worked out well for him. And my kids also love to play Prodigy. So that's 2 online resources that are completely free that we have utilized this year for math as well. Next thing that I'm going to show you is something that we used for phonics for him, and that is Explode the Code Level 1 or Book 1. Now, Book 1 does not necessarily mean grade 1. Book 4 doesn't necessarily mean grade 4. Each book teaches different concepts. So you kind of have to look at it and see what your child needs to work on. And this book was perfect for Huddy, my kindergartner. And these are very affordable books too. And my kids absolutely love them. Love them. They do not see this as schoolwork. They see it as sitting down and doing something fun. So once or twice a week, I would have them do this. They would sit down and do a page or 2. I have seen his handwriting improve. I have seen his reading skills improve by using this book. So what it has done is it goes over the vowel sounds and using those vowel sounds in short 3-letter words, matching those words to their picture, writing those words, sounding them out, all of those kinds of fun things. And he has loved this book. We're right at the end of the school year. He is right at the end of the book. And that's with us doing it 2 or 3 times a week, a page or 2 at a time. Highly, highly recommend Explode the Code books. The next thing that we had that I had really good intentions about was this Master Books Simply K. Do I think this is a good curriculum? Do I think this is a good book? Yes, absolutely. Here's the thing. This could be used as a sole kindergarten curriculum. Maybe add in some extra math and things, whatever your child needs. But this right here is set up day by day. It covers everything from the calendar to seasons and weather, your letters, all of those things. Memory verses, different rhymes and poems and all kinds of things. But what I found was doing the other things that we were doing, it was too much to try to do a full day of this as well, because this could be a sole kindergarten curriculum. What we ended up doing instead was just pulling pages out of here, some of the tracing pages, some of the weather pages and season pages, some of the cutting pages, different things like that, pulling them out and just supplementing here and there with them once or twice a week and using it that way. That right there could be your kindergarten curriculum, but the way we used it was just supplementing pages here and there. The next thing, and something that we do every single day, are these Dr. Suess letter flashcards. Something my kindergartner needed a lot of help with at the beginning of the school year was recognizing his letters and their letter sounds, like most kindergartners. And so what we did is we started out just maybe A through E, got those and added to it all throughout the school year until we were doing A through Z. And every single day, we'll pull out the cards. I will say, what letter is this? He'll say A. A says, he says, like, and he'll say alligator. B. B says, like bee. And we go through these cards every day. And he has gotten so much better at recognizing his letters, uppercase and lowercase, and the sounds they make. If he ever gets stuck on one, where's one that he gets stuck on sometimes? So for example, if he gets stuck on Q, I can usually flip it over and show him the picture, and he'll Q says, and he'll remember by seeing the picture and saying the sound to himself. So these came from Dollar Tree, $1, and they have helped us so much this year. And then the last thing is something that we do every single day when we do our letters. This flashcard pack is starting to look a little ragged, but it is sight words. And I had every intention to be doing 60 sight words or more by the end of the school year. But when reality set in and we started working on it, I decided that I thought it was better for us to do, I don't know, we're about 20 or 25 words now. And it's the most commonly used words that he's going to find when we sit down and read a book together. So we've got you, we've got the, words that he's going to see often when we sit down to read a book. He's getting much better at sounding out his words, but it's such a confidence boost when we're sitting there and we're reading and he comes across one of his sight words that he just knows and he doesn't have to think about it or put much thought into it, and he can just say it and then move on to the next word and sound it out. So that was kind of my goal for our sight words this year. Use words that he's going to see often and just get him really acquainted with those. We can keep adding to this. We can keep using this. We can do it throughout the summer. We can do it next school year. No reason to rush it. This has really helped and definitely been a confidence booster when it comes to reading. And that is what my kindergartner used for his individual curriculum this past school year. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. I hope you found this helpful. Again, don't forget to check out the video talking about our group subjects, as well as check out the videos where I'm going to share what my 3rd grader and 5th grader used as well. We love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.